I wrote this poem because one of my friends shared their work on Instagram and I was reminded of how powerful this medium can be. Thank you. Born into a confused and ever-separated universe, I never knew I didn't fit in until a girl at my daycare, a friend, immediately expressed a hatred when I mentioned my dad's skin color. Little me could never know what it is to be accepted into the group, to belong fully 100% to a tribe. I've always been 50-50. So I was surrounded by fear and hatred. KKK could not apply because the racism is hidden here, deep in the mines under noble mountains, the purple majesty that no one knows like I know. Empty fields of flowers and deep, deep valleys full of darkness. When I was a child, my parents raised me open to the idea that the world is mine, as well as the valleys and the mountains in the tradition of my father's people. I was named by the heavens under the stars. Of course, I feel black. Could you look at me with open eyes and judge the content of my character without looking at the color of my skin, or are we doomed to racially separate ourselves forever? I strike a resemblance to my dark-skinned grandmother from my head to my toes. Ignorant gazes could never see myself the way I see me. Old soul walking through a sea of laughter and judgment. Although you wouldn't know it, I miss the tam that my parents bought for me when I was 10 years old and yearning to nurture a deeper connection with my long-gone ancestors who I never got to meet. You'll never know it, but I miss my dashiki, that ancestral hug, generations of spirits embracing me. Let them tell you what you aren't. Only you can know what you are. No one knows the things you've seen, even though they all assume based off of little things they see of you. You are as deep as the waters of the oceans. You have always embraced the stories and the traditions, embodied the histories, made it a point to own your origins, which through the pain and suffering hasn't been easy. Remember the human's rights marches and standing in the cold on a snow pile next to your father protesting the white supremacists and grinning, thinking, look at me, you fools. And be proud. No one knows what your dad went through to make you who you are. It chokes me up. No one knows the type of pain that my parents voyaged through in order to be together, which a mere generation or two earlier would have been an obscene crime worthy of death. Running through the list of all my privileges, thanks to the generations before me who insisted on fighting for their rights, never ashamed to know it was twice as grueling to have earned voting rights, being a black woman, because it was an excruciating fight through the civil rights movement to the point where my ancestors helped to unite to dispute inequality and dismantle racism, directly involved with strengthening the NAACP presence in their ever-oppressive community. I own my history. Ancestors stay by my side. Proud of who I was raised to be in the face of oppression and opportunity, trying to find freedom. Treading lightly around how I present myself and not being fully recognized for the gifts God gave me until adulthood. Never giving up, open to the flow of the universe. My parents came together at a time when it was still a little uncomfortable to be with someone whose tone didn't match yours, but everything had been prepared by renegades of the 60s. Having come from an interracial house, it only made sense to see the world as limitless. So my dad told me that no one could ever undo my blackness. Color is in my veins and kinks my dark auburn hair. Haunted by the memories of fear, the Underground Railroad might pay out, but we're mighty safe here. All we need to do is wait. Nigga, wait. It is safe here, so we should stay. A curse repeating like a broken record playing on a gramophone late into the evening. It hit me like a ton of bricks that while some niggas ran, ours stayed put. The first to break that tether being her, the woman I am named after, carrying an empress in my aura. And so I also had to break that curse and run into the healing light of the cosmos. Why would I deny my ancestors just because you can't see past a color and into my bones? Cheekbones, hairline, angles, and the shape of my nose give way to being a complicated social experiment, intensely unique. So I resort to calling myself Sugary Treats, Pumpkin Pie Spice Goddess, or Brown Sugar Babe, something hot like vanilla cocoa, incredible blended swirl cake that will leave your mouth watering regardless of ethnicity. At the end of the day, I need to be recognized for the dreams I have and not the vessel they've come in. Because even if I wanted to, I would never be able to untangle myself from the truths of the lives lived before me. I carry the flag proudly, undeniably having lived this life to bring forth this ancient story. To shine my light to the hidden, forgotten regions, because while everyone else has moved on, I'm waiting to see who else is still holding on and needs open arms to lead them back into the safety and confidence everyone deserves. Pondering the weight of extreme obstacles that these color lines have instilled into our society, not recognizing the whole rainbow when having the conversation, objectively observing both sides for my whole life. True, it's been far removed from how you view things. I have never been to Compton or Queens. Still, I have been on the streets. Even though the truth can't be played like xylophones or saxophones, I still carry forward with the things I have learned. Still hope that we will all move on and be enlightened enough to naturally live our lives true to our characters, rather than blinded by colors exacting Martin's speech into a reality. I thought we already got there, but still we're on about it. These days, I just want our story to be heard, guide the doors open, and remind the others to let wonder and opportunity roam free. Being a light-skinned woman of color is isolating and lonely, yet empowering and invigorating, because I am proof that no matter how stuck humans are in their ways, change is possible and beautiful. The point of this existence is to grow.